same wavelengths. All right, we're cold opening, are we? Fluffing the hair. You got your hair fluffed? My
Got
hair's
my hair
fluffed.
fluffed.
All right.
I actually did
Well,
my hair today. I straightened
you
it
know,
and blew dried it.
I'm not saying this because like there's any like less, swoosh to it, and it
It,
doesn't
it's,
look
it's
nice,
it's a little bit more
but
volume in it. Yes. It,
but we have some 3D.
no.
I loves it. Hi, I'm Bex.
And I'm Books. And we are not the same person. Let's keep making that very clear.
Yeah,
Every episode. We're
every
not the same
episode.
person.
Every episode, yes, this is your weekly, daily, monthly, hourly
Reminder.
reminder that we are not the same person.
I am
This
also
is the
this person here is also on a lot of caffeine. So
we got a lot of caffeine going on there. And I am in a certain state that I can't mention because of that's as far as
stupid
we will
shit.
go. You know?
And all of this is to mask our anger. Because
Yeah,
we're
so
angry today. We're
we made
angry.
we made jovial, even though there wasn't the usual, entrance that we usually
Yeah.
do. And we may be a bit giggly, but we have just stopped ourselves mid fiery rant with another member of our ranty trio that we
Hmm.
will have for you today. And we will introduce him now because he is the amazing Shane. Get on in here so we can continue what we were ranting about.
Yeah, we have a lot to say. A
Yeah.
lot.
And if anyone is like alive in the wrestling sphere, in the AEW sphere, even in the wobbly wobbly spheres, probably, this is going to basically come as no surprise, is why we three are very hyped up right now.
I
Oh,
got
the
my
fork is
fork.
out.
The
The
fork is
scalping
here.
fork.
The fork is ready to go.
The scalping fork is here.
I
Let's
saw
fucking
that.
go. Yeah.
The fork is dangerous, everybody, just so you
The
know.
fork is dangerous. Yeah. Have you seen what John Moxley can do with a fork?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You haven't seen what a box can do with a fork yet, though.
Yeah, you haven't seen what
Yeah.
you think John Moxley is dangerous. Oh.
Until we get him.
Nothing compared to me.
So yes, thank you, wonderful Shane, for joining us for
Yes.
today's mega rant.
Absolutely.
We all got in the chat. We were all as equally fired up as each other, and so it only made sense that we all.
To just
It's only
rant
right.
together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyone have a particular one they want to start off with first?
Well, let's start with the negative one, and then we'll go to the nice, the fun one. Maybe that's how we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
word it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
fun
yeah,
little
yeah,
rant, but
yeah,
we
yeah,
can start
yeah,
with the angry one first. Like we'll get it
yeah.
out
Because
of our
I'm still
system.
fired.
I still have.
Yeah, it's still all up in
I'm
here. It
still
needs to come
fired.
out.
Get it? 'Cause- all right. So this week on Dynamite, we were in Vegas. And dear AEW, let's never go back to
Unfortunately.
Vegas again. Like, what the
Can I
fuck
just
was
put it?
that?
Can I just? Sorry, I know we've gone into like full screen. Hello. Can I just put a little footnote in here that I think what they had the first pay-per-view in Las Vegas
Hmm.
ever like before AEW or whatever,
Yeah.
and that was great. They were fired up, yada yada yada. Every single other fucking show, pay-per-view, whatever has been shit in Vegas. I've hated Vegas. Always hated Vegas. Okay, I'm stepping out.
Okay. And Mercedes Monet was delivering an amazing attack on Willow. And
It
this
was beautiful.
motherfucker decides to start screaming, Sasha, come home. Who the fuck is Sasha? Who the fuck is
Mm.
Sasha? I don't know who
Who
Sasha
the
is.
fuck
Who's
is?
Sasha? What's
I
home?
don't know.
What's home?
Yeah, where's
What's
home?
home?
Where is home? Where's home?
You know, it
Where
seems
is
to
home?
me like Sasha died on whatever day that was when
She walked out of.
Naomi
Mm.
went into she went in a state of purgatory for a little while, and Trinity was born.
Mhm.
And
That
at
was
that same
wonderful.
time, Sasha Banks died, and
Yeah.
Hold on, I
Mercedes
got the date.
Moné
May
was born.
16th, 2022.
So
Sasha Banks died.
we're talking 4 years now, you know?
Yeah.
So did it take a
And
tiny bit of time for me to get used to the new name? Yeah, a little bit, like maybe a couple of months when she was in New Japan
mhm,
on her run, you know? That was about
Yeah.
it. 4 years. Who the fuck Sasha? Sasha died a long time ago. This isn't a Beyonce situation
yeah.
with
And
Sasha Fierce where she has an alter ego. No, there is no Sasha Banks.
there's no Sasha
She's
Banks
No.
anymore.
She is dead.
She's
She is rotten by now. Rotten, rotten,
probably
rotten. Or was
and
probably already cremated and thrown into the
yeah,
ocean.
yeah. Mercedes herself
probably
has made it very clear.
one of the various boat rides that Mercedes would have been on. That's probably when the ashes were sprinkled, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
Yes, it's spread on the seven seas. Mm.
Mercedes herself has made it very clear that her name is Mercedes.
Multiple
This is the name
times.
she wants to go by.
Publicly.
She does not want to be called Sasha. It's not that
No.
she doesn't respect her time as Sasha and knows that that's how some of you view her, but she wants to go by Mercedes. And it's not that hard to respect that. And I don't understand. Do you not respect her enough? Or brainwashed into bootlicking for a company that you can't respect a wrestler's wish? I don't
Mm.
get it. I don't
Well,
get
it's
it.
because you wouldn't do that. You're
I
not that
mean,
kind of
Yeah.
person.
here's my thing with it, right? Like I have a friend, I have a homeboy out here named Shidell. Shout out to my boy Shidell.
That is a
And
fabulous name.
that's his middle name. He doesn't go by his first name. And he has reasons for not wanting to go by his first name. You know, I won't put that out publicly, but
Oh, goodness.
you know, because that's a unique enough name. People will know who he is if they see this. So you know what I'm saying. But he doesn't go by his
You know,
first
you know.
name. It would, yeah. If you know, you know, and it would be disrespectful to call him his first name, knowing what I know, right?
Mhm.
So call him Shidell. That's an easy thing.
It's
If
easy.
somebody there was a guy in the NBA named Chris Jackson, and he became a Muslim, and his new name was Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. It was difficult for a lot of people to say, but guess what? Eventually, everybody learned how to say it. All the announcers, his coaches, other players, nobody called him Chris Jackson anymore. I didn't even know his
Yeah.
name was Chris Jackson until years later. Right? So, same Muhammad Ali. Nobody calls him Cassius Clay unless you're intentionally being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Everyone calls him Muhammad Ali or the champ, you know,
Yeah.
or the
I
greatest.
used to think they
That's
were
what you-
different
That's
people.
what you. They are different people. That's the point.
Well, yeah,
You know
yes,
what I
yeah.
That's the thing. And that's that. And I'm glad you said that, because that's exactly what it is. They are a different person now, and they are using a new name to reflect that. You know,
Yeah.
obviously we see that, you know, with our trans brothers and sisters when
Mhm.
they transition and they have a new name. They don't want to be
Yeah.
dead named anymore. Don't
Yeah,
call them the
yeah.
old name if you know it. If you know the old name, don't call them. And if you don't
Yeah.
know the old name, don't ask them what it was.
Yeah.
Use the one name that they provide to you, and that's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Go on, you know
Even
what
in
I'm
a
saying?
small.
So I look at it the same way with certain wrestlers. Like when there's a certain piece of themselves that they're trying to really either disassociate from or grow from.
Yeah.
We were talking about it before the show. Another example, John Moxley. Don't call him Dean Ambrose. That's
Don't.
disrespectful.
Mm,
And
yeah.
if you don't understand why, read his book. He has made it very clear how being Dean, it just everything about being in WWE affected his mental health.
Mm,
He walked
You hear it
away.
from his own words.
He walked away. He literally said he would rather take a job in a grocery store
Yeah, he did.
than go there than resign.
Mm.
Like Mercedes walked out, like physically, did not show up for work and walked out of there because of how she was being treated. If you
This was
can't
the second
respect
time.
the fact that these wrestlers had respect for themselves, respect to know their worth, then
Well,
you're
that's
not
the
a
thing, isn't
fan.
it?
Like,
No.
you're just a loser who can't accept that they picked themselves. Like, we all
Hmm.
say, follow the wrestler, not the company. Like, I will not watch people that left AEW to go to WWE because I don't physically like the product. However, I will okay, love Will Hobbs. He's now Royce Keys. If I'm going to refer to him, I'm going to say
Yeah.
Royce Keys. We
Yeah.
joke about
Yeah.
Mariah May, rest in
We
peace,
do.
Mariah May, because we all know she's Blake Monroe. Like,
Yeah.
and if
And
we're
we
going
all
to
know that
talk
that's a
about
completely different
a
person.
different person, like,
Mm.
it's not that hard. Can you imagine if AEW fans went to a WWE show and started screaming, Mariah, we miss you? What would happen? Y'all would lose your fucking ever living minds. But you come
Yeah.
and do this all the time. You're in their comments. You're like telling them in person all this shit. And you don't respect them.
Mm-mm.
Like,
And it's always really in a real not like I'm focusing really specifically on Mercedes Moné right now, but they always go in really nasty with her as well.
mm-hmm,
Like she really isn't a human in any shape
yeah.
or form. She's like for some reason like just the vessel just to take all of their how wherever it stems from, it gets real ramped up and really nasty when it comes to Mercedes Moné. It's fucked up, y'all.
Well, you see the
Yes.
same thing. You see the same thing with Jade Cargill on the WWE side. Um,
No.
in my
No,
opinion,
good
people
point.
are incredibly super duper overly critical of
Mm-hmm,
Jade.
Really?
Does she botch in matches?
yes.
Yes. Is she the greatest worker? No. Is she good enough to be in WWE? Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
She
100%.
and I've seen some of these matches that people are picking apart. And I'm an AEW fan, so we have a very high standard of what good wrestling
Mm,
is. And I'm like, I don't see what everybody's chirping about. So, in
yeah.
my opinion, the elephant in the room, obviously, is there's an element of whether it be subconscious or flat out conscious, it's racism attached to the misogyny. They're harder on
Oh,
black
yeah.
women.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. Like,
Absolutely.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
And
Yeah.
I mean,
You bring up Jade Cargill, right? I only found this out through the socials and it absolutely made me think of our queen, Miss Layla Gray.
mhm,
I heard Jade had a wig malfunction or something during the match,
yeah.
and she got like negative shit
Oh, a lot.
apparently
Whole
from like
bunch.
and and I was like, what the fuck? Because it reminded me of when our queen, the same thing happened. Like everyone was like, let her be free. It was overwhelmingly positive, and he was like, thanks, guys. I do actually love my real hair, but thank you for like the confidence boost. So I was absolutely gobsmacked and stunned when I saw that she'd gotten like hate for that.
it- I-
That's so
pe-
racist. So
people
racist.
don't respect the wrestlers, especially women wrestlers. They
Mm,
see them as an object.
As a whole,
still.
race
Like
aside,
just,
that's true. As a whole,
yeah, yeah. This isn't
like they just
just
ran up on
about.
Stephanie Vaquer at the airport in Vegas, like at SummerSlam or whatever. There was footage of
Mm,
her being surrounded by people and stuff, and it's like y'all
she
haven't
must
learned
get
that
it
lesson
real
yet.
bad.
It happened to Rhea in Italy, I want to say, or
Hysteria.
somewhere in
Yeah,
Europe.
Mhm.
it
Like
was.
you,
Yeah.
like
And Rhea will
that's
beat the shit out of you. She could
you
beat the
know
Right?
shit out
She's big.
she's really showing a lot of restraint. You know what I'm saying? And her husband's Buddy
Well, very
fucking
much.
Matthews. Are
of.
you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Right? They got the goal. They got the fucking
It,
goal. I
it
wouldn't
it
dare.
it just amazes me how they view them as superstars and just these objects and can't
Yeah.
respect them because at the end of the day they're humans just like us. And they're while they're celebrities, this is a niche thing. They
Yeah.
Yeah.
can go out and run errands with majority of people not recognizing them.
Yeah. So long
Like
as they're not
Yeah. There's
around
only
the
a
wrestling
few
arena.
There's only a couple that break outside of that bubble. Like there's like Roman Reigns, maybe
Yeah, I'm
Punk.
sure.
John
That's
Cena.
yeah, Cena, but he's retired now, so he doesn't even
Yeah.
count. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like an
Yeah, yeah.
AEW Sting with the face paint. That's about it.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
probably.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe Mox. Maybe Mox.
Maybe.
I think he can go a lot think and be
I
regular. Like,
I think
That's
Mercedes
true.
probably.
he has a normal ass
because
American white dude look. Yeah, he is built as fuck.
Mercedes has the Star Wars cred now. So
Yeah,
Right,
exactly. But she does have the benefit of being a really good chameleon though. So I
yeah.
reckon if she wanted to like really dress down, she could sneak
Well,
into
throw on a
especially
some
because
black
other
wig
places.
and some regular shit.
Yeah,
she
just
No
a
yeah
boring
makeup.
it,
hoodie.
well, especially because she
Yeah.
wears wigs to wrestle. Like
Mm,
it does when you look at certain pictures of her, it looks like she has embraced her natural hair. Because she's
yes.
had a lot of
Yeah.
curls lately. In some
Yeah.
of her photos, so I probably embracing her curls. She probably
There's been a
could.
lot of that recently.
Yeah, yeah. I wish. God, I wish I had curly hair. That's how. This is how I know you can't force curls because
This
this
is
would be
what you
curly.
hard work
I've
and
always
it
wanted
went into a
curly
very
hair.
lovely wave. A beautiful wave.
But yeah,
But
between everything with like John Moxley too recently with the
mm,
weird shield allusions to him, it's people just
yeah.
aren't respecting these wrestlers and like, oh, we'll never say never. Okay, well, some wrestlers have literally said, I will, there is not enough money in the world to make me return.
When it comes to
I
those
would
two,
work,
especially.
I would work in a grocery store before ever returning there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that being a superstar meant no one would take me seriously in
Mm.
outside of WWE. Is that someone who really you think really cares about the Hall of Fame nomination? Here, I have a little secret for you guys. Do you know the Hall of Fame is bullshit? It's not a real Hall of Fame.
Donald Trump's in it.
Donald Trump is in it. You really think John Moxley wants to be in the same Hall of Fame as Donald Trump?
Drew Carey's in it.
Right.
Like, what's the seriousness there? Like,
But then
There is none.
Sid Vicious is in the Legends wing of it, not in the regular one. But Drew Carey's in the real one. But Sid
Yeah.
Vicious is not.
Right?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
China's not in it.
No.
We
Yeah,
all know
she's
why that
only in,
is.
yeah, she's not a solo member. She's in as a member of DX, but
Yeah,
That's
where,
it.
where what she's done
That
for
is
women, what she did for the women's division, but starting a women's division, but
Breathing back life into it. Exactly. Just showing what has always been known as that women's wrestling has always drawn and always been
yeah,
extremely exciting. Um, with these particular fans, right? Because there was also that footage that just came out of Kyle say my full name Fletcher walking out with like Maya World and I forget who the other person was. I'm sorry, other wrestler. But they just were like kind of like, scooting through the crowd just like with their things. And obviously like fans recognize them. He was doing the whole like, hello, hello, hello. But they were letting him fucking get the fuck out
yeah.
of there. Like no one was
I
swarming.
think there's a cultural
like
difference.
there would
There's
I think
definitely a
Yeah.
culture difference.
there seems to
difference
be,
between
right?
AEW fans and WWE fans, even in the wig reaction, like you just said. Maya World was
Yeah.
having wig issues in one of her matches.
I'm
Like
pretty
you
sure
said,
we've
people
seen
were talking
Mercedes
about,
have an issue
you know
before.
what I mean?
Yes.
We've
Yes.
seen
I
Mercedes.
don't look that hard. Like what? How are you look? Like I am not looking. Sometimes I look at her wigs and I go, the shit she's doing. I don't know. Like I would love to know what glue she has.
Her
What
wig
they're doing.
installers are
Top
there.
notch, yeah.
Oh, I bet she keeps them under lock and key.
Oh yeah.
Bet she
But
pays
like with
them a
Maya,
lot.
the only reason that I really noticed it is because she kept like adjusting it. So
Yeah,
it was
you keep
like
it up. Yeah,
she
you pay
it was
was-
like a
attention to it.
slight, distraction. It was like, okay, you
She
could kind of
has
tell.
she has the headband, eh? I think that was messing it up a little bit.
I
Like
think
the
so.
head. Yeah. I think
I
that
think
was
so.
moving things around.
But it
a
hasn't
bit
been
too
an
much.
issue since, so she probably
No.
got with Mercedes' people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm pretty
You
sure
stepped it up.
Mercedes was like, girl, I got you.
Yo,
I got you.
I got you.
Like It's such
But
a
then
weird
the
thing to
Jade
nitpick.
Jade gets made
Yeah.
fun of for it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Like,
I
oh, look
think
at that
there's a
crazy hair underneath. Oh, that's what she's hiding, and all of this. And it's like,
I think
That's
there with
awful.
Jade in particular, I think there's a lot of hatred for her because of where she started.
yes, yeah,
You just
and
can't
again,
win
but
with them, can you?
it's only, but again, I think it's attached to the racism and the misogyny
Mhm.
because they
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't do that to Cody. They don't do that to All Ego Ethan Page. They don't do that to Ricky Starks.
Don't do
They
that to
don't do that
Danhausen.
to Penta. They don't do that to Danhausen. They
Well,
don't do
I
it to Ray Phoenix. They only do it to
let,
Jay.
let's give Danhausen a chance because it seems like even they're already sick of Danhausen.
He's
Yeah, he's
what?
starting to
Because
they're starting to burn out.
he's yeah, because
Oh, well, they
again,
did do that
that's an
dance. I saw
that's
that dance. What was that all about?
Yeah,
you've
him and
been
Joe Hendry.
cursed.
We
I
don't
don't
need
even
to
know the lyrics
recreate
anymore.
Yeah, they started with a good idea and then they were like, "Oh, this is working. Let's put it everywhere."
Let's
And so
Everywhere.
slog it.
now they've
Absolutely slug it.
oversaturated and now people are already sick
Yeah,
of it. It's kind of like the Jey Uso Yeet thing.
I
It started organic and now they put
Mm.
Yeet everywhere. It doesn't make
everywhere.
sense. Now it's stupid.
Yeah, it's
Oh, is
I
that fading? Is it?
It's only
I
cool now
well
that
I
Solo does it because Solo's making fun of him when he's doing it.
Oh, it's
well,
moved
So
it doesn't
now,
on.
even seem like any of the WWE fans even want another member of the bloodline.
yeah, Zilla just
That's
signed. He's in NXT now. He debuted 2 days ago.
and they're all
And I
they're
was
like, oh look,
excited for
another.
that when I was a fan because I liked him and Jacob together on the Indies. I was like, holy shit, if they get Zilla, but
Yeah,
that was
they
like
were
2 years
really
ago.
good.
That
They
was
were
like
really,
2 years
really
ago when I
good.
was like, yo, if you get Jacob and Zilla together and then they can take on the Usos, but that was like at the height of the Bloodline story when it was still interesting. Right now, they're
But no
just
one
running
gets
the same story
no
back.
one
So
no
it's
one
like,
gives a shit about the bloodline anymore. Like it's really time to
yeah,
retire that story.
It's
yeah,
like
like,
done its little circle too now, has it?
because now, okay, so Solo, he's about to come back. It's like, all right, he's about to rejoin, or like he's being delivered to Roman Reigns by the Usos. But
Ooh
Jacob
la
right now is
la.
basically
Ooh.
just playing the role that Jey Uso played in the original one, the whole right hand man thing. So it's like they're really just
I remember that
revamping
vaguely.
the exact story. They're just
You know
using Jacob for Jay. It's
that
the
that
same
Paul
shit.
McMahon is such a great booker. Such original ideas come from his
So
mind.
original.
So
So I'm
original.
blown away. I'm
Well,
absolutely
that's what
blown away.
I can guarantee you that Blake Monroe is going to be in a feud with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair because they are all carbon copies of one another.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tall
that's gonna,
blonde.
yeah, fight for the blonde type
You know what
situation.
Blake Monroe needs to do if she really wants to get some booking and get some get a decent push. She needs to like really hit the weights and put
Mhm.
on some significant muscle.
Well,
If
we
she
know
does
what
that,
Paul likes those muscle mommies. So like,
yeah, yeah. If she does that, she's getting the push because that's Tiffany
yeah.
Stratton, that's Charlotte, that's
Hmm.
Rhea, that's Jade, that's Bianca. And we all know that the
Mm,
prototype of that is China. So you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
we know
Triple H's books.
we
Like,
know what that Paul McMahon likes.
yeah,
yeah. Even that nasty ass bitch of his, fucking got all like pumped up and shit.
yeah. She's
Yeah.
like jacked now. Like
Yeah, yeah.
for her size, like when
For
she
her. Mm-hmm.
like yeah.
Hmm.
Like I noticed
Oh,
that too over the years. I was like,
Mm.
she was, for the lack of a better term, a lot softer looking
Yeah, that was the
back in
yeah.
perfect
the
term for it. Yeah,
day. You know what I
I
mean?
yeah,
I
yeah.
also just want to point out. Do you notice how we're using their WWE name because we're
Yeah.
respecting the names that they have chosen?
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
He calls himself Paul now. He's Paul Triple H Levesque. Like
Yeah.
we're,
Well, I'm not respecting him by calling him Paul McMahon. That's me insinuating
he
that
is a
he's a Nepo
McMahon though.
son-in-law.
It's
Like,
true. You're
He's a
being
McMahon though.
respectful. Yeah, yeah. That's his official name. That's what he signs on all of those,
that's what he signs
soul
on
On
the
checks.
his
paycheck.
executive
Yeah.
producer credits at the end of every show because that's what
Oh, is it?
wrestling is.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah. I
So,
I
And
liked him at one point. He was one of my favorite wrestlers at one point.
yeah,
you
that's
know it
gotta
happened.
suck.
It happens.
That's gotta
Right.
suck.
At least my favorite wrestler is sadly dead. Well, second favorite wrestler,
He died.
Scott Hall.
Yeah, he died. He died.
He died.
He died.
Yeah.
He's dead. He's dead.
He can't.
So
He
one of my
can't do
favorite
anything else.
Scott Hall stories. One of my favorite Scott Hall stories is him, Nash, and Bam Bam Bigelow were in Florida somewhere, I want to say. And and they were at like a store or something like that. And I guess these Mexican guys were in like they were in line or something like that, and one of them like asked Bam Bam like if his head tattoo hurt or something like that, and he was just like trying to make conversation with him, and I guess Bam Bam was being a dick to him, and eventually like he said something racist to the guy, and Hall and Nash were just kind of like watching the whole thing, like I wonder how this is gonna play out, and then I guess the dude like was like, oh, you shouldn't have said that to me, I'm somebody. Then a bunch of people arrived at that store, like, and they were gonna kill Bam Bam Bigelow. So Nash and Hall basically had to talk to the gangsters to calm everything down. And they basically were like, look, he doesn't know shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's not from around here. Like, our bet, we're going to get him the fuck out of here, basically. And I guess they just cussed him out the whole way home. And they were like, you said you're from the streets. You're from Asbury Park, New Jersey? Really? Acting like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I love that,
it
man.
would be Scott Hall having to calm down the Mexican gangsters to save a fellow wrestler's life and then cuss him out afterwards. Like a real friend.
Oh, that
Exactly.
man.
Exactly.
That man.
He's a good man. He's a good
That's what I would
example.
do. I would save my friend's life and then cuss him the fuck out in the car. That's what you do.
Yes.
How dare you
You know,
say
At
that?
least,
Oh,
at
yeah.
least Scott Hall can't disappoint me because he's dead.
No.
I don't think realistically he would, even
I-
with his life. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, he
well,
didn't
'cause
really
he's
ever
good
do
friends
anything fucked up.
With Kev,
He was just
well, he's
drunk
also
all the
like good
time.
friends with like Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash may be a lot of things, but I don't understand how he's friends with certain people still because
Yeah,
I'm not on
that's
the
where
same
it
page.
confuses me. Yeah,
This
that's
is-
where I get really confused with Nash.
So
his
this is what I'll say with
associations.
that. Like, because I know, again, he's from Detroit. I'm from Detroit. So there's
I
a
keep
certain
forgetting
amount
that
of
he's from
loyalty that is like built into the culture of Detroit. So it's like when you've been friends with somebody for a really long time, they kind of have to do some egregious shit for you to cut off that friendship.
Yeah.
Like in my situation, when I
Yeah.
cut off my friend earlier this year, he did some egregious shit that
Yeah.
made me go, okay, I can't fuck with you anymore. But like for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
most part, anybody that I've known since a teenager, we're still very good friends to this day. Even if they have beliefs that I can't all the way fuck with, there's just a thing there. Like, you know what I mean? So I understand it, even
get
from the
it.
outside
Yeah.
looking in, to where it's like, yeah, I don't see how he's friends with Triple H, or even like Shawn Michaels seems like a good person, but like I know his politics are pretty fucked up. So it's like, I don't know how you're friends with them when you're so liberal, but I do understand it because you've been friends with them since the 90s.
so long.
That's
Yeah.
why. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why.
Do you know what would cause me to cut someone off?
What's that?
Them saying Sasha come home at an AEW show.
Yeah, bro. Get that
I
shit
would
out
cut,
of here.
I would cut them out.
I'm a gatekeepy bitch, and I won't let you be a fan.
No.
I will personally
no.
ruin you.
You're not one if
Don't
you're
watch-
saying shit like that.
Yeah.
No, a very good friend of all three of us actually said that she hopes it got caught on the thing because she fucking yelled at that
Cursed
guy
him
as
out.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope so
cursed him
too.
out.
Fuck that.
I hope
She's
she
Fuck
been a
that
guest
guy.
on the show before. Shout out to Kay.
She
you
has,
know.
yeah. Shout out, Kay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we gotta
go
have her
check
back
out her
on anyway
nails.
because she just launched her nail business. It's
Yeah.
up.
Yes.
So make sure y'all follow her on
By the-
Instagram at
By the way,
Knockout Nails by Kay.
if you see me playing with anything, it's my it was the sizing kit, and I keep playing with them.
Yay! They're fun, huh? I love them.
I can't wait to see
Can't wait.
what she comes
And
up
she's
So
with.
People have been placing orders too, so definitely go
Yeah.
support her.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Go
She's been
support
working
her,
on
she's
this
amazing.
She's working on my
for
two
over a
sets
year.
for me.
You know?
I don't wear nails, so this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, so we
I'm
gotta
not a
have her
nail
back
person.
on so that way we can
Definitely.
interview her, and then we can ask her about the Vegas show too, because she was there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It was,
Would love to know her opinion on that.
I would love
because-
to. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to her
Because
already,
at
but
first
like,
she was kind of confused. At first she was kind of confused at like a lot of the threads that she was seeing. She was like, "No, the crowd
She was.
like is good. Like I don't understand what everybody's talking." And then she started seeing just so many threads, and she was like, "Oh, okay." And then I think she saw
yeah,
some clips, and she was like, "Oh, fuck this guy." And it was like,
AEW has a
"Yeah,
bad habit sometimes of like miking the crowd wrong or not
yeah."
miking it enough. Because I've heard stuff when I've been to shows and they're like they're saying, "Oh, this," I'm like, "Oh my god, we're loud." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's just all about how this, whatever, however things are mic'd. And
Yeah. Maybe that's just one thing they just haven't quite managed to finesse yet.
Well, I think
Because
some
it
of
does
it
well, I
too
seem
think,
to
might
be.
be because this is their first time in a lot of these arenas because this
yeah,
Oh, that
because
is
you
a
got to
very
remember,
good
like over the
point.
past 2 years or so, they've kind of downsized the arenas that they've been going to. They haven't been doing
Yep.
like the big arenas. They've been doing more like theater-sized places.
Which is so
Um,
cool.
so
yeah,
which is
I
very
don't want
cool
them to change
visually.
that. Do not change that.
I don't either.
Please
Yeah,
no.
like
Yeah.
only
We
for
don't
big
need
shows
arenas.
like Grand Slams
Big
and
shows,
stuff. You
yeah.
can do it, but
See, and that's something I
Mhm.
think everyone should do is save big arenas and stadiums
Yeah.
for big
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
Keep
Or
your
else it's
weekly
not
shows
exciting.
intimate. Like,
they used
Mm.
to shoot Monday Night Raw in high school gyms, and they just
Yeah.
made
yeah.
it look sweet. Like seriously,
Yeah.
like they used to.
Well, people forget that where
They do.
WWE was
Mm.
at the same year of AEW,
Hmm.
they're very different.
Very, very
Very
different.
different.
Very, very
Very,
different.
very different.
I'm saying like WWE, like not territory. We're talking like WWF on TV. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah. That
Yeah,
like
in
the whole
as
split
I've been
1990.
television
watching,
thing.
as as I've watched some of these old shows, I'm like, yo, these fans need to stop talking about anything
I know,
because
right?
WWE is W at the time WWF is older than AEW, and this is a lot different. And that is at like
Yeah.
the height of like I want to say like pro wrestling, like like I think not that I think pro wrestling peaked, but I think there was a time in the '90s and early 2000s where pro wrestling was
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
like
It was
very
so
much a part
blended
of
with
like
pop
popular.
culture. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was one
and it's
thing. Like
not now. Yeah,
No.
no,
yeah,
no.
Kind of coming back in certain areas, but yeah.
yeah. Well, it's weird to see like I feel like AEW in particular has hit like is getting into pop culture because of their
Yeah,
ties.
I feel like Tony Storm, Timeless, really
Hmm.
broke that door down with yeah.
I
She
think
was
it's a
doing
few
really
Yeah.
things. I
well.
think MJF doing movies that's
Oh
Hmm.
yeah.
been a big. Darby Allin climbing Mount Everest and being a
That's
skater.
true.
That's a
That's
big
true.
thing because he does
Yeah.
shit like outside of wrestling that just the skateboard community is
Yeah.
aware of, and that is bringing people into AEW because they're like, oh wait, this guy also wrestles. That's sweet,
Hmm.
you
Mhm.
know. So there's that. You have Swerve, who's like kind of in the music industry also. So that's
Also some
bringing
And
athletics
Brody
too.
King
because you know he
and
raps all of
Brody
Yeah.
his
King.
own songs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and
Brody
Hmm.
Brody
King, what the
King.
fuck, Ice, you know,
Hmm.
Well,
everything.
and his the death metal stuff.
I hate
True.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of
Hmm.
that
That
exactly, but then even
hardcore.
like the fuck
El
ice
hardcore.
chants, like that has kind
Yeah.
of that got them mainstream, like that went
Oh, that got
viral,
them. Yeah, 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 yeah. That like
Yeah,
pushed
and,
them.
and
Yeah.
that's all Brody, you know, because of his
Mm.
shirt. So
Yeah.
yeah, like there's a
shout
lot
out
of
Brody.
different things that are
Yo,
bringing
Brody.
attention to AEW and thusly
And
pro wrestling. I
positively.
think sort of as a whole, positively, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
And then
not
even people
for
like Chelsea Green, like yes, she's with the what we would consider the bad company morally, but she still stands up for the shit that she believes in within that company. Because like
yeah.
she says, because people will call her MAGA and stuff like that, and she'll fight against that shit on Twitter. She'll be
Oh
like,
yeah.
listen,
Well, you
she'll be
know,
like, look,
I've
one
been guilty
thing that I'm not gonna
of saying
do
stuff.
is she'll be like, one thing I'm not gonna do is allow y'all to twist my beliefs. She was like, I
Yeah.
believe in healthcare, I believe in, you know, rights for everybody, I believe in equality, blah blah blah. And she'll say these things. So I'm like, I disagree with where you work and where, you know what I mean? Because ultimately you're still
And you
bringing
know,
eyes.
showing up to certain events
Yeah,
where
it's
I
like
think you have the power to say no, I
to
don't
say
want to
no.
do it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like you know, so yeah, I'm gonna question some of your choices just being
I don't
associated
question
with
where she
them.
stands. Yeah.
But yeah, like at minimum, I know that your heart's in the right place. I just
Mhm.
probably don't agree with you strategically. but
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's okay. I can
It,
deal with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's really crazy because someone I think last night too said something nasty about Mick Foley.
What?
And well, yeah, because right now they hate Mick Foley because Mick Foley
Oh,
again
yeah.
decided that his morals and how he felt about himself was more important than what company he was working for. And
yeah.
now
Yeah.
they hate
Fans of Mick Foley shouldn't be surprised.
um it goes back to people not respecting wrestlers respecting themselves.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's where like you get this weird fucking entitlement that comes in and like it goes back to like Vegas. Like every time they're in Vegas, there's always like a bunch of cunts who are just like yelling this kind of exact bullshit with all their chest. Like they're like have the entitlement to fucking do it and just cause a ruckus and just be assholes. Yeah.
But that's
Like,
because they're definitely getting something under the table from another company to go and do that because that company thinks Vegas is their territory.
well,
There's
exactly. And that flows into my theory is that they're all fucking independent wrestlers who are on the fucking books to like go there and like stir shit. And then they
Mm-hmm.
get fucking like bumps up because like as everyone says, like every time the fucking developmental like talent is like on display, they go nuts for them. It just proves it. They're all fucking mates. They're all cheering for their
And
mates. They're
here's
all
the other thing
fucking
about that
industry
also,
plants.
Bex, is I don't know if you know
Yeah,
this about Las Vegas,
probably not.
but
Probably not.
alcohol is free in the casinos as long as you are on the gambling floor.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, yeah, you heard that
Yeah,
correct.
alcohol's free. They'll give you
Alcohol
alcohol
is free as long as you are on the gambling floor. So if you
because
look like you're gambling, if you're sitting at a slot machine, you don't have to actively be gambling. You just have to look like you are. They will feed you alcohol all day
mm-hmm.
because the more drunk you are, the more likely you are
The
to
more money
gamble
spent.
and spend your money.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people with carts all day that are just walking around asking you what you want to drink. So it's easy.
Like
Yeah,
flavor.
like so, and it's every casino. Literally every single casino
Every casino.
operates this way. And the whole Vegas Strip is nothing but hotel casinos. Like 20, 30 of them.
Wow.
So maybe more, I don't know. But like there's a lot. So, and they're all
Jesus Christ.
huge. They're all gigantic hotel casinos and multiple floors of areas to gamble. And this is the whole Vegas Strip. And Fremont Street is like this as well. So that whole
Jesus
area of
Christ.
Vegas is like that's what it is. So you're getting drunk for free and then you're
That's a lot
going
of
to the
drunk
show.
people. That's a lot of drunk
Exactly.
Yeah.
people.
So it's like they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
very it's a very combination of things to make happen. If you want some people to go somewhere and act a fool, send them to Vegas and then give them some money.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh
They'll do whatever
my.
I
you
just
want.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I
That's a
just
very
can't
good point.
imagine bootlicking that much for a company who one doesn't respect their fans enough to listen to them and lower ticket
No.
prices, and
Yeah.
two, I can't imagine being an independent wrestler bootlicking for a company that took the biggest event that happens for independent like
Yes.
that is a part of a huge wrestling weekend out of the
Took it
equation.
away for you.
Also, they can get blood money. Like,
Yeah.
how are you bootlicking for a company who cares more about the bottom dollar than
Yeah. They
like
fuck
this
with
is
your
why like
money all the time.
as much as I hate counter programming, I'm just like, yeah, AEW should step in. Like, unfortunately, WrestleMania weekend is so much bigger than WWE. It's a wrestling
It is.
weekend.
It is. It's for a lot.
And
It's like its
It
own
creates a
like
whole ecosystem, you
ecosystem.
know.
system
Yeah.
and the amount of things that are going to amount of promotions and like the convention that are going to lose money if AEW doesn't step in is outrageous.
They should
Don't you
So
just do a
think?
super show. They should do a super show with everybody that's affiliated with my AEW.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
a lot of the
That
independent
would be
promotions
good.
that are associated with AEW have shows WrestleMania weekend where WrestleMania is because it's a great
Yeah.
way for their talent to be seen.
Yeah.
So like AEW would be smart to take advantage of that because it was stupid for WWE to go to fucking Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like you've
Um.
turned WrestleMania into a huge fucking weekend and now you're just like, fuck
Yeah,
y'all.
fuck
I don't
everybody.
give a shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
We're getting
everyone
our
else.
we got our money.
We got our money.
Fuck you
I
guys.
felt
you
That's what
like
guys.
it is.
Double or Nothing did a really good job at like taking its place. Like it didn't have the massive ecosystem of wrestling around it that it did that like WrestleMania does. But it created a decent little like buzz
Yeah,
around it. I saw a
and
lot of like other
I
like indie shows things going on. Like AEW wrestlers were like doing indie stuff too. There were some meet and
Yep.
greets, some cons going on at the same time. So
it, it's
there
going to be
could be
interesting
a
to see
little spark
how
there.
I don't think AEW will do a full blown pay per view because AEW really tends to respect the fact that wrestling fans are wrestling fans
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
whole.
and not
So
as a whole, as opposed to treating AEW fans as just AEW fans. He respects that
Yeah. They don't
he's a
want to
wrestling
use you for
nerd and
anything. They just want to
yeah
entertain you.
he respects that you might want to watch both.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like um, so I don't know if he'll do like a huge show the same weekend, but I can definitely see him like stepping in and like hosting something because a
I mean,
lot of
even
those
if they did it
people,
on
a lot of this
Friday
stuff is
though.
already, yeah, a
Mm.
lot of this stuff people don't get is already booked.
Yeah.
Like this stuff, conventions and stuff are booked years out.
Yeah.
Like
You
it's not
have
just
to.
oh, okay, this is where WWE is going. Like they
And
hear
now
the
everyone
rumors.
packs
Like
off. Yeah.
yeah, because like there was a massive. Remember when they switched from New Orleans to Vegas last year?
Yeah.
All the
Yes.
hoopla because all these people were like, "Well, we booked here because this is where you said we're going to be." Like blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
again, how are you bootlicking for a customer who for a company that does not give a shit? Like I get that you think it's going to be grass is green. You're going to get a contract for because you took money from them and you're going to show up and harass Mercedes Monet and be a brat and be a fucking loser because that's what you are. If you do
Absolute
that
brat.
shit, you're a loser. I'm sorry.
Very
You are a
much.
bratty fucking loser who should probably
It
seek
is.
therapy for not
Yeah.
respecting people
And then,
And
bro,
you're
what
not going to get
happens
that
when
handshake.
WWE signs you and then they
and does
release
nothing
you? And then they
and don't
release you and you
respect
got to go
you.
to another company. Do you think AEW is going to want you after you
Want you?
disrespected one of their top talents?
No. Like
So
like
disgustingly.
they
Like, they take that really like seriously, I should say.
we now have had multiple wrestlers express very similar sentiments from leaving this company. And I am very scared for the upcoming like people that we assume might be leaving that have left that are potentially making their debut soon on how certain fans are going to treat them. Like you literally have a whole video explaining that these two men, I'm sorry, unicorns, escaped a fucking circus in shackles. And you're gonna sit there saying, "Come home, come home." They told you it was a circus. That's not home to them.
No. Plus, this whole
Like
like home thing is so culty. It's
Yeah,
it's
these are
so
fucking
companies.
culty.
crazy.
These are
It's
Mm.
just
jobs at the end of the day, people.
Yeah.
no.
It's a
You
fucking
we
job.
nor us normal people, we move around. We switch jobs. Like
All the time.
like
And granted, I was a kid in the 90s, but I was so tapped into wrestling, I still think I would have known. Even between the WWF and WCW, it didn't feel this tribal. It was more
no.
like
Oh no.
there was people who watched
Hell
WCW
no.
more. There were people who watched WWF more, but
Yeah.
everybody, for the most part, did watch both.
It,
And
Yeah.
you were excited to see who was jumping companies and
yeah.
shit. You were like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, he's over here now!
Miss,
Dang, he gets
Yeah.
to
Mr.
wrestle
Yeah.
this person, this
Mr.
person,
Books
this
would tell
person."
me he would just flip back and forth between the two on Mondays.
Yeah.
That's
He's
what we would
like,
do.
it was
Because you
never a
would
question.
have
He's
that
like, oh,
you
commercial,
would
okay,
have
go to
that
the next
last
one.
channel button. So you
Yeah,
would
you
just
would just flip
have
back
it
and
Yeah.
on
forth.
and just click that
Yeah.
button, whichever was on commercial, go to the
And
other
he's like,
one. Like,
and
Yeah.
he said, he goes, yeah, sometimes I like WWF more. Sometimes I like
Yeah.
WCW more. And then
yeah.
Hogan switched companies. So started watching the other one more. And then Hogan appeared at this one. So I started watching the other one.
And then
I feel
Jericho
him on
showed
that
up
one.
over here, and
Feel him
then
on
Eddie
that one.
Guerrero and them showed up over here, and then such and such. Like
Yeah.
there was so much of that. It was like
It
it was
was.
just cool. Like
It's
nobody was
it's
like, "Oh,
Mm.
they left my company." Like nobody gave a
yeah,
fuck. Like
No.
it's crazy because I can guarantee you that guy says he misses the Attitude Era and misses like the Monday Night War era. But you
Yeah.
literally have we're living in a time where you have access to so much wrestling and so much good wrestling. Even if
yeah,
WWE is your favorite, there's other fucking options for you to go to.
Yeah.
And more importantly, there's options for wrestlers to go somewhere else without feeling like they're stuck in a place that they feel disrespected in. Like
Right.
Collected.
Mercedes was able to walk out of
Mhm.
WWE because there was other options.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
And
the John Moxley, yeah, AEW was just starting, but he was going to New Japan. Like
yeah,
there was options. Like,
yeah,
and now wrestlers definitely have this option because at the end of the day, no matter what you want to believe, AEW is here and it's going to be here as long as Tony Khan fucking has money. And I don't think you
yeah.
understand how much money they are worth. Like,
A
And
lot.
like, and then like it kind of seems like TNA and WWE's relationship has come to an end because it doesn't seem like they've been doing much collaborating lately. So
yeah, it
Yeah,
TNA
because
definitely
is
they're
seems to
another
have.
ghosting
option
each
now.
other.
Yeah, it
It's
kind of seems to
TNA
have
is another
soured.
option now. That's a
Well,
separate
they got what
option
they wanted.
outside of
They
the,
got what they wanted, right?
Yeah.
and
What
it's
they
like,
wanted.
and TNA got what they wanted, I think, too, because way more people watch them now.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Yeah.
so that's a win-win for them.
That is a
Mhm.
win-win.
So
But it,
yeah, there's mad options. Like even AAA, like I
yeah.
know a lot of people don't, like the current version of it because it's a WWE product now, but it is a very different alternative to what WWE
Yeah.
presents on
Yeah.
weekly TV. So it is something
Mm-hmm.
that you could enjoy. Like it's wrestling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not, soap opera story.
Yeah.
It's not sports entertainment. It's wrestling.
This
You
is
know what I mean?
this is
Yeah.
Now,
this is
if you know the
going to be an
history and don't like the modern version of it, I can understand that, but it is an alternative still. So I mean,
this is going to be an
um,
unpopular opinion because I
Yeah.
know there's a wrestler over there who really enjoys his booking in AAA, but really hates his WWE booking, and he may be
mhm.
a nepo baby, but I would really love to see said nepo baby become unleashed like his father was in WCW, and maybe join AEW and see what he's capable of with
I think he would be
real
awesome
lucha
because
training.
he's pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie, like when they let
He's
him do
good.
cool
He's
stuff,
good.
he's good.
I,
Is
I,
it? Never
yeah,
watched a match of his, to be perfectly
I
honest.
would love to see Dominic Mysterio jump ship,
When he
especially
does,
to
Interesting.
see him in CMLL.
I would never
Like,
have thought of him jumping ship at all.
when they let him off the leash,
I
he can
imagine
be
his been
really,
like,
really good. Like he's
mhm,
just,
yeah,
WWE has such a very regimented way of constructing their matches and doing things. It limits
yeah,
most people's potential to what,
yeah,
it doesn't allow them to display all the
it
skills.
does.
But in the times where they do let him,
No.
it's
yeah,
like, oh shit, he's really
he
good. Like,
reminds me of a young Ray,
yeah,
and
Interesting.
like mind you, but like twice the size, but like
yeah, and he
I
looks like Eddie. Like he looks
yeah,
just like
like
90s Eddie.
Yeah, he
I
does.
would
He
love
does.
to see him unleashed. Like he's
Interesting.
unleashed in AAA, but I would love to see him unleashed,
Hmm.
Yeah.
like
Interesting.
unleashed. Yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking of nepo babies, that there was a few different segues in there that I was looking at, like, how am I going to get this in here? But that
Are we
you
gonna
gave
talk
me
about Nepo Baby,
you gave me another one.
who doesn't have to do anything because his
Yes.
daddy did so much for wrestling?
Let me give you the first segue that I was going to try to figure it out. It came from Bex
Baby.
when she said the words entitlement. Uh, and there was another one that she said, and I was like, "Ooh, yes." So yeah, AJ Styles kid.
Yeah.
So
Fucking
apparently he
entitlement
doesn't
here.
have to pay indie dues according
No.
to not only AJ but
But the
also Cody
ultimate Nepo
Rhodes
baby, the
because
ultimate Nepo
AJ
baby,
paid dues in the
dude.
mid 2000s
But
when
don't
the
forget
kid was
Cody.
either not
Cody
born
also
or
didn't
a
really pay
small
his dues.
child. No.
Cody just hopped onto coattails of other people and
Did
forced
Cody
his way
even
into
have an
shit.
Indies career?
I don't think
He had the
I
indie career, but that was after he was already a made man in WWE. They weren't
Yeah.
gonna make
yeah
him do all that stuff.
and
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
yeah
No, no,
It's
no.
not like
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah. No, I
was
meant
doing that.
before the yeah,
and by
before the
that point
Dynasty.
he latched on to the elite who didn't have to do any of that shit either.
Yeah, it was
Right.
still really easy for him. Yeah,
But
because
like
yeah, he was
I
riding with the elite.
the fact that like it's literally like, oh, he doesn't have to pay. He purposely chose the indies instead of going to NXT in the Performance Center.
Yeah, so
to
surely he would have wanted that
presumably to
experience,
get
right?
the training and the experience. But
Yeah.
you're too entitled to actually work like an indie person. To
Like
me,
Right.
that's
walking in like
bullshit.
you're already somebody
And
Right.
because you were made
his
by somebody.
I saw his
That's some
entrance,
shit.
and he's just
Yeah.
doing his dad's entrance. Like
He's just
like
like a tiny
where's
carbon copy. Everything's the
like
same.
where's your originality? Like you're not going to. Mm. One of my biggest
Like
issues
you
with Cody Rhodes is he's tried too hard to be like make a name on
Dusty.
being Dusty's son,
He's so much. He
and
rides that so
Avery
fucking
Avery
hard.
Styles is going to do the same thing, and
Oh hell yeah.
I think it's going to oh my god, what's the term? Like it's gonna
I mean, it's
Bite
gonna
him in the
fall
ass.
flat for sure. I
it's
know that's not the
yeah,
term that you were probably looking for,
but
but
it's something similar. But like, because is New Japan
that
want
shit
to
ain't gonna
bring in a
work.
kid who doesn't want to do that doesn't want to pay his dues?
I would love to see
Absolutely,
him
the
try and do that in New
like
Japan.
New
I would
Japan is
fucking
not
love
gonna
to
have
see that.
any respect just because you're AJ Styles' son. Who the
No.
AJ
fuck is
ain't gonna
AJ
fuck in.
Styles in New Japan? If you were
And
Exactly.
my
Kenny
thing
Omega's
is,
son, if you were Will Ospreay's son, if you were Okada's son, it might be fucking different.
Nah, I
But
don't think it even would. I
I don't
think they'd
think so.
expect more. I think they would
well,
expect
Remember,
more fucking
I'm
respect
just
from
saying,
him.
remember
like
how they was treating
those
Red
are
Shoes son, and they don't give
those
a
are
fuck. Like,
much bigger names than AJ Styles in New Japan.
Yes.
Like
Yes. And
like
he
no,
just
I
walks
agree.
he
in.
like
And then my thing
like
is
your
too,
father's
like,
not even the reason why Bullet Club was popular. That was Finn
right,
Balor and Kenny Omega. Your dad was
right,
an interim leader.
right. And the thing is, like, AJ's really unique, right? Because it's purely his wrestling ability that got him over. It's not
Yes.
any of his character work because all that shit in TNA
Nope.
was
Oh god,
silly.
he's bored.
That
So
shit
He's
was
just
shit.
so
silly,
boring.
goofy,
He's
dumb shit.
such a bad character in TNA, but
Like
he
Oh,
babyface
wrestles
AJ,
amazing. Yeah.
like babyface
So
AJ when they
cringe.
were trying to do like angles and stories with him. That shit was
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the
They're
goofiest,
freaking
silliest shit in
like
the world.
that six thing, and it's like, oh, he
Yeah,
got like
it's yeah, and
what?
it's like AJ
you
is
know,
way too fucking awkward and
I
Christiany for that. Like, come
I
on.
never liked him, and the first time I saw him was when it was the Samoa Joe angle on WWE.
Ah.
So that's my image of this of just
See,
finding him so incredibly boring and finding Samoa Joe the most entertaining part of that feud.
Reggae. Oh, he's
that's what I
Anyways,
mean.
GG.
Like, it's just his AEW or I'm sorry, not AEW. It's just his wrestling that got him
yeah,
over, like his talent
Yeah,
yeah.
alone. Because
And then he
even in
got the look.
WWE, like I said,
yeah, he
yeah,
has the
Yeah.
yeah,
look,
but
but he
that
doesn't
came
have the
Then he
later
got
though.
the
personality.
look.
That
Yeah.
came in New Japan. Like
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
been checking for AJ if he still kept that same look the
Fuck
whole time.
no.
Like babyface,
Hell no.
short hair AJ was not going to get over in WWE. He needed the beard. He
Nah.
needed a little bit more size. Like
Yep.
he
And he
needed that
needed the
Bullet Club
style.
presentation.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
think it's
Yep.
funny, everyone defending him are all the biggest Nepo babies in the biz.
Of
But like I would even
course.
say I feel
that's
like
why
Dominic
they're all defending
Mysterio
him because they feel
has
subconscious
played
about it.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio came in and paid his dues. Like he
I'm
mind you,
sure he
he went
did.
right into WWE, right? I don't know if he did the indies. I remember him
No,
his
he was straight to
he
the
like
WWE, but
WWE. He still like worked with his father, did the performance center. Like
He ain't no
I
Brody
don't
Lee Jr.
I could not see Ray allowing him to behave like that. Because Ray
Right?
paid his
I don't think so either.
like
Yeah.
look at again, look at Brody Lee. Brody Lee Jr. shows up to
Mm.
indie shows, is training, like
Mhm.
Amanda has raised a good one. Like
Yeah.
is
And
instilling
like
Shows
that
respect.
work ethic into him. Like
Mm-hmm.
somebody on Threads asked, they were like, so why is everybody beating up on AJ's kid about this? But nobody says anything about Charlotte Flair. I bet she wasn't putting up chairs and doing all this stuff either. And I responded to it. I was like, well, Charlotte was never on the indies.
No.
Charlotte
what right too.
strictly a PC NXT
Yeah.
creation that just happens to be amazing at wrestling, but she is a
Yeah.
PC NXT creation. She never was on the
Yeah.
indies. If she had have
Mm-mm.
been on the indies, maybe we have this conversation. But her
Yeah,
situation is
Exactly.
totally different
Yeah,
than
it's
somebody who's
Mm.
on the actual
he
indies.
He actively chose to not do the Performance Center NXT, go
He
on to the
did.
indies, and then is going to behave like he's too good for the indies because
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
that's what it
problem.
is.
Cosplay his
Like
dad and say he's too good for this whole fucking shebang.
But
meanwhile,
nobody's going to say that
Mercedes
about
showed up.
Obafemi. They're not going to be like, oh, he didn't pay his dues. It's like, no, we understand he was a PC,
Yeah,
NXT creation as well. Like, if that's your
but yeah,
journey, that's fine. But if you're on
yeah,
the
Yeah.
indies, do
you
it the
have to
right
pay.
way.
But I mean,
Yeah.
look at someone like Mercedes who showed up to these indie places and took photos with everyone there. Okay,
Exactly.
sure, she wasn't setting up because she
Exactly.
doesn't have to, but she made an effort to train with the talent, to stay and hang out with the
Exactly.
fans. She did.
Yes.
She paid her dues in another way.
She
Like
gave back.
she gave
Yes.
back, and that's
Mm.
really
Hmm.
what it comes down to. You are not going to go anywhere in this career unless you just want to go right to WWE. That's fine, but you're
Yeah.
not going to make a name for your like. What indie person is going to want to book you now?
Yeah. And
Right.
I wonder how much he charges.
I'm like,
Oh,
and
he
think about
probably
like the
charges a
top
good amount for
names,
his name.
like even the top names in WWE right now, even like even Roman Reigns, right? Like he started in FCW before it was NXT. So you think he didn't put
Exactly.
together the rings and put chairs together and shit like that? He
Yeah.
did. I'm
Yeah,
almost positive he
I
did. Him,
I'm on.
Seth, all of those
Mm-hmm.
guys, like
oh
they were
yeah,
doing that shit. So like you can't say you're above it if Roman did it. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, all the biggest stars did it, like because they came up on the indies. Like you really don't
Everyone who
think
came through that way,
CM Punk
yeah.
did did this stuff? You don't think
Yeah.
Kenny Omega did this stuff? Like
So I'm
Yeah.
saying the Bucks, they were part of PWG. Of course they were doing that. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
Yeah,
saying? Like,
exactly.
they set up a ring in their backyard. They definitely know how
Right.
to put up a ring.
right.
But but my whole thing is also is like, why do you it just proves, and I'm sorry, I don't know this kid at all, and I'm gonna fucking just absolutely rag on his
No, but
personality.
I think it's
But
fair because he's probably a
I
mini
f-
version of his father who thinks the earth is flat too. So I mean,
yeah.
That's the other thing
But
about
like
it. It's like
why do
when you're
you not
conservative, like what happened to the whole bootstraps? Pull yourself up by your
well,
bootstraps and
that
earn everything and no handouts.
come
What
on,
happened to all that
that
shit?
learn every
that
level of
doesn't
the business
matter.
type thing?
Like
It's only
What?
society that's not supposed to help you. Your family can
yeah,
help you though, but society, no, no, no. It's not
yeah.
their. Okay, got it. My bad. Go ahead, Bex. You
Yeah.
were about to say something. I'm sorry.
I was?
Hey,
I think.
stop,
I don't know.
stop.
Okay.
No,
Well, that's the thing though. Like that's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like because that's the whole like that's probably people's biggest issue with AJ is and like I said, I honestly just kind of think he's like I think most
I
people
think
in
he's
the
too
world are not
stupid to
very deep
actually know
thinkers.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
know any
like or just
better.
not interested in it at all. You know what I mean? Just a total lack of curiosity. Like, and I think
Yeah, yeah, I think
most
yeah.
people are like that. Like the vast majority of people are not very curious. They're not very deep thinkers, and
Mm,
they don't really care about stuff that they don't perceive as directly affecting their bubble. Like I
mm,
feel like that's most people. So
mm.
since he's not a very deep thinker at all, and I think he's kind of dumb,
Yeah.
like on top of not being a deep thinker, like because you can become a deep thinker. Like I wasn't always a deep thinker. Like at some point you
Yeah, it
can
comes with
become
you
curious
learn
about
it.
things. Yeah.
Stop.
I don't know if he would be capable if he wanted to though. Like that's the
Mm. Yeah,
thing.
he
Like I
doesn't
think he
even
really
have the
lacks
ability.
intelligence. So I almost give him like just by the way he talks about certain things. Like when Daniel Bryan was teasing him about the flat earth thing, like the way he responded to it was so stupid. He was
Yeah.
like Daniel Bryan
He's
was
not
like,
the
really? So
brightest
AJ,
crayon.
I heard you think the earth is flat. And he goes, well, I heard your feet are flat. Excuse me, sir? What type of stupid ass shit is that to say in response?
He,
Like
he's not the
and then
brightest
and then he
crayon in the box.
responds with, I've seen some stuff. I've seen some stuff, man.
Yeah, the
You're an
old I've
idiot,
seen some
bro.
stuff.
You're
Yeah.
dumb. That's what
You're
that
an
means. That
idiot.
means you're not smart. So now I
Yeah.
have to incorporate that into everything else you say, which is gonna kind
Yeah.
of make me give you a pass because I'm like you're just a dumb guy. Like I can't be mad at you. You're stupid. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. People should kind of be a little bit more realistic about AJ Styles. That's for freaking
Yeah.
sure.
Like some
Yeah.
people, I'm like, no, you're actively smart enough to know better. That's why
Real mad.
I don't like what you're
I,
doing.
I
Whereas with AJ, I'm like, you're just stupid.
You just a
Cody
dumbass.
set up chairs to me laugh because you didn't fucking set up chairs either.
Oh,
Cody Rhodes,
Cody.
we've already set
oh,
up the
Cody,
fucking
yeah,
chairs. No, your father did.
yeah, your
All
dad and your
you've
Yeah.
done
brother.
is leech. All you've done is leech on to everyone else.
I bet you
Mm.
Dustin set up some chairs in his day
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck yes.
in the 80s, because he's been wrestling since the 80s. So I'm sure he's done some of his fair share. But yeah, that was him and Dusty, bro. They did all that for you. You came in at whatever the equivalent of the PC was back then.
Yeah. And just rode
like
in on that roads.
If he was an OVW kid or an Ohio Valley kid, well, that is OVW. If he
Yeah.
was OVW, then maybe. Because that was when Cornette was running it. So Cornette would have definitely made him set up some
Yeah.
chairs.
Yeah. For sure.
Cornette is
For
old school as
sure
fuck. He
that
would have
shit
been
would have been
going
going on. Hell yeah. Yeah.
No, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, Cody maybe did set up some
it,
chairs.
It would have
it
been as
is
a
funny
punishment though, like a brat. Hmm?
reading the comments on this article where everyone is just ripping into them. Like, this is Nepo babies defending Nepo babies. Like, this
Yeah.
is so
Mm.
ridiculous. Helping with chairs, setting up, tearing down the ring are all the way guys have paid their dues. Like,
Yeah.
And then again,
I
here's
was
that cultural difference between WWE and AEW. Remember when
yeah.
Jay White called not Clark Connors, they called him
Yeah.
a Nepo baby bitch,
Yeah.
and immediately the cameras went to the guns, and the guns were
Yeah.
like, well, we're Nepo babies
Yeah.
too. Like they immediately fed into the
Yeah.
joke. Like, well,
yeah,
that's
They were
kind of
like,
yeah.
us.
And
Like
there's
that's the
there's
difference right
nothing
there.
wrong with
Like they acknowledge it openly.
there's nothing wrong with being a Nepo baby, following in your parents' footsteps, but
No.
you that doesn't make you better than anyone else. And you're going to be on
no.
the indies. You have to just understand that, like, yeah, there are certain things that come with being in the indies, and
Yeah.
it may
And you shouldn't
mean
want to do
setup.
those
Like,
things.
someone said, well, he got paid to be a wrestler. I'm sure one, he
So
probably
do
made more
other
than anyone else
yeah.
because solely of his. He's probably at 19, not that fucking talented. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
sure. How could
Yeah.
you know? In the United States, how could you be good at 19? Realistically, like because
yeah.
you can't start early. You have to be 18 to even be able to start training.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So it's not
like
Japan.
before that, it's all like if he was like a Kurt Angle or a Brock
Mm.
or a Shelton Benjamin or somebody like that, then sure, because
Mm.
because they have that Greco-Roman background from
Yeah.
doing like
Yeah.
amateur wrestling.
Yeah.
So that you can build on, or if you do like jujitsu or,
Yeah.
judo, something like that, like a Ronda Rousey or a Marina
Yeah.
Shafir, then you could build off of those foundations. But all of that's the only stuff that you can do before 18. As far as pro wrestling in the United States, you can't do it till you're 18. So how could you possibly be that good at 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not possible, really. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
unless you're the
he,
Young Bucks
he
and you build a
solely
ring in your backyard and just do it yourself. But
he solely got that gig on his name,
that's it.
not his talent.
Absolutely. And I
And
would
that's
not be
part of the issue
surprised
with
if he
some
was
Nepo
just a
babies.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
mean, if he was a nice person, but perhaps maybe like forgot to do some things like that, then the
fine.
person probably wouldn't have posted in that kind of way. But I mean, he was a little shit as well. And the
Yeah,
dude was just like,
I
this was
just
the last fucking
the
straw.
the ultimate Nepo baby coming in for his defense just ruined it for me. Because I could have just like chalked it up to maybe he didn't know, maybe like, but saying like because his dad paid his dues,
Yeah,
you like what the fuck? Like,
that's
you
some
know what? We all
bullshit.
had parents that fucking work. Like if my dad was a doctor, doesn't mean I can be a fucking doctor. Like,
Yeah.
I
Right.
still
You
have
can
to
just
go
Now
to
walk
I don't
in.
have
fucking
to go to
school and
medical
learn.
school. Yeah, exactly. I
Like,
don't have to go to medical school because my dad did all that already.
my dad worked my
Look,
entire childhood and I never saw him because he was busy doing open heart surgery. You really think that makes me qualified to do open heart surgery?
that's insane.
Like,
Right?
what the fuck?
Oh my God. Would you, yeah, would you have like a, I don't know, it doesn't really happen in like other sports, does it? Like you'd have
I was
like,
just gonna say
No.
the closest thing I can think of is LeBron James and Bronny James. And guess what? Bronny still had to get drafted. The only thing that LeBron
there
was
you
really
go.
able to do was kind of sway which team
Yeah.
drafted him. He was like, "Hey, Lakers, if we get an early enough
Well,
pick, draft my son. I'm LeBron.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do
I
it."
mean,
Yeah.
You know what I
same
mean?
with like
Yeah.
what
But he still had to do the stuff.
Lamelo was a nepo baby, but like
Well, no, his dad wasn't
what
in the
what did
NBA, but
yeah, but what like he
still
still
though, like,
was a little bit
yeah,
of a sports nepo baby, like
yes,
Mm,
yes.
I
Yes,
don't
because
know.
both of his parents played
but
at least collegiate level basketball, I
yeah,
want to say. Like,
and his
so,
I think
Oh,
his
and they were
brother's in the
groomed.
NBA. Yeah,
Like, his dad was basically Joe Jackson. Like, he was groomed
yeah,
from an early age to be
yeah,
an
because
athlete. Like,
his I guess his brother's in the NBA too. I think
yeah, it's
not as
both
well
of them.
known, but yeah,
I think at one point all
um,
three of them were, but one of them was kind of a troublemaker, and so he
yeah.
didn't end up making it. I think he's in China
I'm
playing now, if I'm not mistaken. But so he still
I'm not
played.
gonna lie,
he'll be having the best time over there.
my little self and my sneaker collection is very sad that Lamelo was traded. So,
Uh, oh yeah, because he was balling on Charlotte. Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That's true.
No, the streets are a lot safer without Lamelo here.
You're right. Yeah.
Lamelo is known for running red lights, driving very fast.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha. Yeah,
so
I was like,
there was a lot of jokes when Lamelo was traded that at least Charlotte will be safer.
We can drive
well, I
safer
mean,
now.
they weren't
We can
wrong
drive
if that's
safer
the
now
case.
without Lamelo on the road.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah,
call wrestlers by
Um,
their real name, by the
yes.
names they
Well,
want, people.
and this is going to
Please.
lead
yeah.
into the happier
Don't be
topic
dicks.
because
Oh
I'm really
yes.
worried that when Austin Creed and Kofi Kingston make their debut, that people are going to behave this way too. Because again, those are
Yeah.
ones that
Be
also
good.
have now walked away. They did not want
Yeah.
to take a pay cut because they knew their worth. We like
Start
notice how this
practicing now.
happened with not Brian Danielson. Notice how it doesn't happen to him.
No.
Like
Although
no
what
one
really
does this to him.
I had to
But
keep reminding myself that he was the son of Daniel to to get
oh
it
yeah,
the right way.
You know
And
what?
I had
He
to
is
think of
one
Brie.
I will never get his name correct because I don't fucking remember. um, but like, notice the ones that walked away because they knew their worth are the ones that get the shit the most.
They do. No, they do. They do. They always have. That's why Mercedes Moné has had some of the most shit. 'Cause she did it twice, and she
Mm-hmm.
got shit
And
on both times,
yeah,
real
and
badly by the
I,
quote unquote fans. And this was before
I,
AEW even existed.
yeah, and I worry a little bit about the potential of. I'm gonna call her Bailey right now because she's still signed to WWE, but
Can we call it
we
Bay? Because it's, I don't know. I just like that. Can we just do
She
that?
could be my
Bay?
bae. Hey, Bailey.
Right? Right? Baby?
I like
Since we don't have one at the moment.
especially because if she signs with AEW and does not continue with WWE, those fans are gonna fucking lose their shit and are gonna be so annoying between her and Mercedes.
It's going to be nasty. So, sickos, be prepared
No,
to cut out all
I
of
am
your love
prepared
and
to.
protection out there.
I got my fork. I got
Yeah,
my
yeah.
fork just for this
Bork's got
because
Bork's.
I really think Bailey is not resigning.
Hell no. Hell no.
I just
Hell no.
like
No.
I'm now at 75% convinced. I'm still keeping that 25 and because I don't want to be completely
No,
disappointed.
fair.
But
Yeah, fair.
the fact that it keeps being reported that she has not resigned, WWE is keeping her off TV. She's
Yeah.
posting very cryptid weird shit. very similar
And
to
just
what
kind of been a bit free.
very similar to what Mariah was doing before her contract was up.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, she is.
Yep.
Um,
The open FaceTimes with Mercedes, just
Ladies,
going live and doing stuff like that, where it's
well,
like,
Yeah.
the crushing on Chris Statlander.
yeah.
Like,
yeah,
Yeah. That whole thing, right?
posting her most recent post, the music, the song was
that
called
all
All
in.
In.
Like, I would love if I know it's not how contracts work, but can you imagine if Tony Khan was able to buy out the remainder, like 2 months left?
That
The
they're gonna
problem
hold on to
is,
it for as long as
the
they
problem
can.
is that could be how contracts work. It's just that
Yeah, we don't
WWE will
know.
never do that.
Yeah.
But
No, they don't allow that.
that is a thing though. Buying out somebody's contract, that's absolutely a thing. You
I
know
Mm.
what I
also
mean?
never want to hear shit from WWE fans about AEW not having someone
Contract
on
stuff.
TV till they resign
Yeah,
or contract shit because of what they're
yeah.
doing to Bailey. Because
And what they've
they
done
are
beforehand and
purposely
afterwards.
keeping they are now purposely keeping Bailey off of TV because she is not sure what she wants to do because she is questioning her worth. So fuck
Yeah,
that. Fuck you.
yeah.
Like you are
And
never
so they
allowed
want
to
to try
criticize
and
AEW ever again.
yeah,
Because this
they want to
seems
make her
worse.
worthless. Yeah,
This
they
seems
want.
worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
This
I
It is.
seems
think
like
This is
punishment
worse.
and not like
This is it's
yeah, I think
business.
the thing with Bailey also is like she's like you said, it's very Mariah May becoming Blake Monroe esque. It does give
mhm.
me those kind of vibes.
Mm.
And yeah, just like the openness in which they're communicating, or she's reaching across the aisle, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the most you're really gonna see in that is like the women's wrestlers will compliment each other on photos
mm.
and stuff like that.
Mm.
That's
Mhm.
about as far as it typically goes, though. Like you might see like Jada Parker under a Layla Gray post, like, "Ooh, girl, you look good." That's about
Yeah.
as far as it goes, though. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Whereas Bailey has been doing a little bit more than that. So it's like
Yeah.
he's almost teasing stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you're going in that direction, it's like I don't think you would do that just to re-sign and not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Jericho did that,
I
kind of. He was fucking around, but that doesn't really seem like
But
Bailey's
that's
style.
Jericho though.
That's what
That's
I'm
just
yeah, it's
saying.
Jericho.
Jericho.
Like,
Yeah.
Like because we were
That's just
joking
Jericho.
because they've been announcing more people for his cruise. And then we were
Yes.
like looking through it because it's all like it's not a lot of WWE AEW people. And
No.
like that to me, I was like Jericho's not coming back because of the
that's what I
cruise.
thought too.
And I was like, I looked at Mr. Books and part of like my health journey, I've made myself a prize for the end, which is to go on a cruise once I've like hit the goals. And now we've decided that it will be this year. I'm sorry, people, do not judge me. I'm gonna do the Jericho cruise because I've
Yeah,
never
you
been on a
gotta.
cruise, and I'm
That's the
just
I'm
only
like, you
wrestling
know
cruise
jealous.
what?
out there. Why the fuck wouldn't you go? You have
Like,
to.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
I
like
hate
fucking do
cruises,
it.
but that's awesome.
But I'm not gonna do this one coming, not this
No.
year's, probably
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
year's, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
there'll be
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
AEW people on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've kind of set that up. I'm like, we're just gonna fucking do the Jericho cruise. Oh fuck. Oh god. I was like, this is gonna be an adventure because I'm gonna get so annoyed with the wrestling fans out there.
How about this? How
Yes,
about
you
this?
will.
And audience, come back to this episode in 2 years'
Mm.
time, 2028, or yeah, yeah, 2028. We'll have a new president. It will likely be somebody who is gonna, not be an asshole to everybody that's not
Well,
American.
yeah. Yeah.
Bex, come to America in 2028.
Oh,
We're going on the
Group
Jericho
Sicko Club.
cruise. I'm gonna find me a girlfriend by then, and we're gonna make this a three-way couples thing. All right,
Yes!
guys. You're gonna bring Mr. Books. You're gonna bring Martin. I'm gonna
Gonna bring
bring
someone.
whoever this person is. Yeah, someone. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna bring whoever the person becomes, and we're gonna make this happen. All right. So in
I
two
love
years'
it.
time, you guys hold us to this. Be like,
Yes.
hey, it's
Yes.
2028. You guys booked that
Where you
cruise
guys
yet?
going? Can you imagine we could do a podcast episode from it?
And we're gonna get Jericho
We
on
could
the
do so
podcast and be
many.
like, "Hey,
Yes.
man, why was your wife at January 6th, bro? Like,
Hey, bro. Oh my god. But
hey, we
it
love
could be
you,
really
but what the
funny
fuck
because
was that
like
shit about?"
if Will Ospreay is there, he'd totally come on and just like shit talk with us
Yes,
because he's so
Yeah.
approachable in that kind of like situation.
Yeah.
fucking sweet.
I would love for Will Ospreay to be there so I could chop him or he would chop me respectfally, of course.
Oh my
Because
God, I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
you said so you could top him, and I was like, whoa.
no chop chop chop.
Yeah.
Is he on the list
The
that Mr. Brooks
hemispheres
knows
crossed some
about? Is
shit.
Osprey
No
one of
no
those
no
people?
no. I
Okay. I thought that was just Kenny, but
Alex scares me, so I will never put him on the list. I mean, I
Oh,
will
yes,
still
no
call
fair.
him that bitch boy Will Ospreay right now because he's a bitch boy
Yeah.
named
That's
Will
fair.
Ospreay. But
Yeah.
This is fair. This is
but
absolutely
let me
fair.
tell you something. Kenny last night, oh yeah, oh
Oh,
oh
oh,
oh man,
I loved. Okay, so can I just say real quick
oh
that I fucking
oh
loved when he was like, he said something and then he paused and he was like, "Will I spray?" Like he said it so
yeah.
evilly. I was like, "Oh, that was good." I was
It
like, "All
was
right,
so
Kenny."
good.
this is the cleaner. The cleaner is here, and
Yes.
I'm loving it.
you know what makes me really happy because a little after the cleaner appeared, Swerve Strickland finally returned, and he's really hinted at some shit. And I'm just like, at first I was like, oh God, I really don't want Swerve Day. Don't know if I love this. And now rethinking about that Kenny program and thinking about the potential of Swerve, Austin Creed, and Kofi Kingston, and how much Swerve,
Rivalry's already there.
Austin, Kofi Kingston with Kenny Omega, Matt and Nick Jackson are going to feed me personally for years.
Oh yeah. Oh
Talk about it. Talk
yeah.
about it, books. Talk about some of the history between the New Day and the Young Bucks that people may not
Okay.
know because they actually do have an
So,
extensive history.
yes, if you don't, this really, I think, all started at a gaming convention, and where Kenny and Austin Creed played a game against each other. And they tried,
Street Fighter, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it was Street Fighter.
Yeah.
They tried because they were in New Japan. The Elite were in New Japan, and obviously it was the full New Day. Biggie was there too. They were signed to WWE. The Elite and New Day both tried to be able to do a trios match on the Indies because people wanted
Yeah.
it so much. I'm pretty sure Kenny won the tournament, but it's been an ongoing thing for the Elites and the New Day to butt heads. Um, so now you mix in the history with Swerve, with Kenny, and the Young Bucks, in case we've all forgotten. Swerve is the reason why the Young Bucks are not EVPs anymore. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God. I just, this is going to be, and if you want to see it, it is on BTE. Like if you do
Yeah.
BTE the New Day, it's there.
Yeah.
And
It's all
the Young
documented.
Bucks recently rewatched it in
They did.
preparation for this
Mm-hmm.
because this is what wrestling fans have wanted. They've wanted the Elite versus the New Day, and it's going to be
And
the
if I'm
Elite.
not mistaken, on Austin Creed's channel, they've had like video game
Yeah,
matches and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they've
So
they
they've
have.
continued it.
collaborated, and
Yeah.
I'm surprised that WWE let that slide because that they were
Me
controlling
too.
Austin Creed's
Well,
video
I
game
think
channel.
it was really much prefer before
That might have been, yeah.
AEW.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
probably
it
so.
was.
Probably
Yeah,
so,
it
yeah.
It was what they were just in New
was.
Japan, so
Okay,
they
Yeah,
got
okay.
away
no,
with
it
it. Yeah,
was.
because don't
That
forget
makes sense.
they Bullet Club shirts were always at WWE until
Ye-
AEW started.
Yeah,
Because I noticed once
yeah.
AEW started, especially then their collaboration with New Japan, you started
Yeah.
not seeing Bullet Club shirts in WWE.
Well, they were probably trying to woo him at that time as
Mm-hmm.
well, so they probably wanted to be as accommodating as possible.
Yeah, there was probably a
Um,
beginning too of them like because don't people forget WWE made huge offers to the Elite
oh yeah. Oh yeah. They
after
Well,
want
they
they
All
were
In
wanted
pulling
because
them.
they were pulling a lot of talent from New Japan at that time, also
Yeah.
because and
mm-hmm.
Stardom because they
Mm,
got Kairi Sane at that time, they got
uh-huh.
Asuka at that time, they got Shinsuke at that time, they got AJ at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it would have been
Yeah,
natural for them to try. They got Finn Balor at that time, so it would
Yeah.
have
yeah,
been
and
natural for them to try to get the
I
Elite also.
think they
Hmm.
gave them a huge offer after the first All In,
Yes.
and right before AEW was announced that
Yeah.
Yeah.
they could leave at any time
Yeah.
as long as AEW was not started.
Yeah.
That's how scared they were. I don't care what people
Yeah.
say, like, oh, AEW is scared of WWE. WWE offered contracts to the elite part of all elite wrestling
Stop it.
of you can leave at any time if you don't form AEW.
Yeah.
Jericho actually promised Vince McMahon that he would never wrestle for another North American wrestling company again, and he changed his mind when AEW was getting formed. He was like, actually, fuck Vince McMahon, I'm doing this. So that was another reason why I was.
That's why I have some respect for Jericho, because he has been very much human. Fuck this company. He's an awful human, but I
don't think he's stupid like AJ. But with Jericho, I think it's a combination of rich
Canadian,
kid syndrome.
so he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, rich kid syndrome and being Canadian. So in Canada, they take
I do that. I do that all the time.
They take a lot of shit that we're fighting for granted. So they don't even necessarily, you know what I mean? Like the healthcare system, the higher education system, like all the shit that we're fighting for, the not being at war constantly. Canada, when's the last time Canada's been in a war? Ever?
Right?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, have they ever been in a war? Does Canada even have a military? You know what I mean? Like,
involved in was Canada involved in world wars?
You know, so it's like they're chilling in Canada. So
I'm very curious.
So it's like being a conservative in Canada. I could see it from certain aspects, because all conservatism is wanting to keep shit the same. It's resisting change. Well, I would be a conservative if everything's working. I would be like, yeah, let's not change anything. Everything's working. I would then be a conservative. You know what I mean? Because I would like to conserve the current system. So I can understand it. I can understand it from a Canadian perspective.
Yeah. They were involved in World War II, in case anyone was wondering.
So that's how long ago?
They were
80 years ago now. Like, so, you know, so it's like
they brought the medics.
I can understand it from that perspective.
But,
and then his dad played in NHL, so he grew up with money. So, you know, when you grow up with money, your perspective is skewed on a lot of things. So I think the information's out there for you to not be incorrect, but you know, when you're in a band and you're a pro wrestler and you got all these different obligations and shit, I don't necessarily fault you for not doing research. So if you grew up as a rich kid and a Canadian, your perspective's probably a little skewed. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I know, but when you're a rich housewife,
it seems like whenever his character comes into question, he does the right thing, though. So I think that's
why it's so difficult.
Yes,
that's why I kind of give him a pass.
AEW to me was like he literally could have ended his career with WWE, but he picked AEW to retire from. Yeah, and has basically been saying fuck WWE by like going through all his old gimmicks, which I think is fucking hilarious, because they probably have copyright on this shit, and he's just like, fuck that shit.
Like he's had Nyla Rose on his podcast. He's had Anthony Bowens on his podcast, and he's talked to them both about like, you know, their identity. And I felt like they were good conversations, especially for his audience, because he does have a lot of right-wing listeners. So to humanize them in a way that right-wingers aren't used to having people humanized, I felt like was good also. Because he wasn't like being ignorant or joking or, you know, saying he's against their lifestyle and that stupid shit. So
would be very funny if we found out that his wife was actually never at January 6th. It was just someone that looked like her, and we've all.
Yeah, and he just never bothered to say, by the way, like, he just rolled with it. Like, whatever.
Whatever.
It's not that big of a deal. I'm from Canada. Who cares?
She was at like a farmer's market or something.
It looks very much like her.
But she's also blonde and white.
Yeah, she, like.
And not from
I
Europe.
wouldn't put it past them, because I have seen who his children follow, but
I mean, they could. We don't know. We don't know what their relationship is.
It's never been confirmed. It's never been. Like.
I mean, if he's a pro wrestler from the 90s, they were all conservative back then, except Kevin Nash and Mick Foley. That was it.
Right. Like they were the they were the phenomenon.
Like even the black
you look at wrestling being
Ron
so
Simmons
gay and
was
progressive.
a conservative guy. Like there's so many of them, like all of them,
Mhm.
all of like
I
98% of wrestlers
I
were
Yeah.
give
conservative.
Jericho the credit for putting himself in situations where he's willing to learn. And that's
Yeah.
not a
Right.
lot of what that
Right.
base does. Like he
Right.
is willing to talk with people different from him. Also,
Yeah.
I think isn't he pretty close with Shelton, not Shelton Benjamin, but MVP? Or am I making this up?
No, they had beef and they're cool now.
Yeah. So like and
And
if
I
you
think it was
follow
because
MVP,
MVP,
MVP
like,
is very
he's
I love
pro-black,
very
like,
MVP.
outspoken.
and lefty, like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
very
very
outspoken.
left.
So
Oh yes.
we also have an idea of where Tony Khan stands. So I mean,
yeah.
he chose to stay with the company with weekly fuck ice chants. So
And I feel like the
Right.
people who don't fit in culturally, typically they tend to weed themselves out. Look at
sells
Big
out. Yeah.
Cass, he's
Right.
gone. You know
Mhm.
what
We've
I mean?
seen it
Like, and
We've
happen.
seen them. We've seen them leave. Like
Big Cass is
Yeah.
gone. Soraya's gone. Like the people who kind of
Yeah.
make their, make it known that they're not,
They're not on the
very
same vibe.
they're not. They're not.
Mm.
accepting.
Yeah.
Like even if
Now,
you
Yeah.
vote Republican, like there's still a certain, like I feel like anybody in AEW who could potentially vote Republican, they're probably more like what we would grow up considering libertarians. You know
yeah.
what I
I
mean?
mean,
Like a
that's
legitimate
what I
libertarian. Like
think of.
not
No
today.
idea
Like
what that
today,
is.
a libertarian today in 2026 is
Southern Hemisphere
basically
is checking out.
it's a Republican who likes to smoke weed and have sex. That's what a
Yeah.
libertarian is
It's
today.
I
But
just kind of thought that was just them anyway.
yeah.
well, because they play the whole family values and church and all of that kind of stuff. So the libertarians today are the ones who are like, yeah, fuck all that. Like we still don't want to be taxed high and still whatever,
The Young
but
Bucks.
we're
The
fucking and
Young Bucks are
smoking
probably
weed
the
though.
perfect example of who are probably in
Oh,
that middle.
oh, okay.
Whereas like growing up, traditionally a libertarian is somebody who like is almost like exactly 50-50 in the middle of the political spectrum. Like they believe in like equality of rights, for example. Like they're like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that should be none of the government's business, you know what I mean? Who people marry and who people have sex with and that kind of stuff. Government should stay out of that. But
Yeah.
also we want like super low taxes and we don't want a lot of like regulations and stuff. So that's where they're more like right wingy. So it's like they're like really anti-war, which is a left-wing thing. So they're like
Mm.
right in the middle. Like
Yeah.
economically they're right
They're more
wing, socially they're liberal.
probably
That's
more
the
what we would
easiest way
call
to.
like centrist. Like,
Yeah.
because that's
Like
where I
now
always put the Young
Ah,
Bucks. I put the Young Bucks as centrist.
like
Like,
yeah.
twinnies.
They're like
like
economically right wing. It's like, they don't want to pay a lot in
plus how they
taxes
grew, how they
because they
grew
make
up
a lot of
being
money.
religious.
But they're
Like,
Mm.
yeah, that kind of thing. But then like at the
but
same time they're like,
they've
yeah, but
also
don't judge people and don't hate gay people. That's
yeah, don't
stupid.
hate
Like
gay people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like banning transphobes, getting vaccinated and wearing masks and
yeah.
Yeah.
respecting social distance is not a very
Dumbass
Yeah.
thing to do.
yes.
Yeah. I've been debating with an old childhood friend on my Facebook for the past couple of days about vaccines
Oh
and
dear.
how the whole
Oh yeah,
COVID thing.
I was fighting with someone and he responds every 3 days to me and he hasn't responded yet because I told him to cite his sources and now he's mad at me. And I was like, cite your sources. Like you're giving I said your
I hate
Facebook
doing
memes
that.
are not real sources.
Yeah.
And I proved every single one of his false claims wrong. And I was like, here are my sources. What
Hello.
are yours besides Facebook memes?
Yeah. They don't want to read though. That's funny.
No.
That's real
Yeah,
funny.
that's the issue. So, and that's
That
where
is the issue.
and getting back to like a Jericho, I think that's what it is right there.
I
It's
think
like
I think it's more
he just
just
doesn't
like
read. Like I think if
willful,
he read
willful and
more, he'd
ignorance.
probably know better.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Plus he's had a decent relationship with Lance Storm.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like
It's like when I look at the people that people are around, I feel like you can kind of judge their character for the
yeah.
most
Well
part,
that's
based on what we
when
know
I
about
look
them.
at like the when I look at the Young Bucks, I'm like, two of their best friends are like very like on this side. So I'm like,
Yeah. And eventually
how
some of
bad
that's gonna
are
rub
they?
off on you.
Mm.
Like I have conservative friends like who like grew up a certain way, or they have like a lot of military background, and
Yeah.
that's just sort of more of a natural right-wing thing. But eventually, the more that you hang with them and talk to them and give them your point of view, some of that shit rubs off on them. You know what I mean?
And
It
also
just does.
traveling,
Traveling.
being overseas. Like the young bucks
Yeah,
have spent
meeting
a
new
lot of
people.
time overseas. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it changes you. Like,
it
Except
definitely
your
does.
AJ Styles.
and maybe that's what Avery Styles should do. Maybe you should pay your dues and go to some of these other countries and work your ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go spend a tour in Japan. Go see how that goes.
especially
Or in
I think
Mexico.
Europe would be the Europe would probably be the best for that, realistically, just
Yeah.
because
He
like
won't have, it would be less about the Styles name and more about
yeah.
him actually proving himself. Because I don't
And
know how much
Yeah.
Europe knows AJ Styles, right? Like,
and just like culturally, like to open your mind to some shit that you've never been exposed to. I feel like going to Japan culturally
Probably knows Japan. Yeah.
is still
yeah, he's
very,
similar.
traditional. Yeah, it's still very traditional. So that's why AJ can go to Japan for all that time he spent in Japan and come back and be the same person. Whereas a lot of the other, like when you go to Europe, you're spending time in France, you're spending time in Italy. They're a
I
lot
have to
more
skedoodle
open.
1 second.
Okay. But they're like a lot more open, you know what I mean? Like with just how they live. So eventually some of that's going to rub off on you. And then maybe AJ's son doesn't have the gay community moment. You know what I mean? Like, that gave us gold and it gave us jokes for years to come, which is awesome. So thank you. But we know where that came from though, like,
Yeah.
which isn't cool. So that's why it's like, if we get rid of some of that, that would be good.
Uh,
I have the joke too. I was like, Bret Hart's son, he'd be putting them chairs up.
You
Bret Hart wouldn't allow his son
oh, yeah,
to
no.
he wouldn't let him live off of his name. Fuck that.
And I would never, like, if I was a Nepo baby, I wouldn't want to just, if I was to follow my parents' footsteps, I wouldn't want to take, like, just make my name solely on them.
I would want to earn
Like,
my
I
spot.
would try to, like, distance myself as much as possible and, like, earn my spot. Like,
Yeah. Like I think
but that's
Charlotte
just,
is probably the best blend of both that you could possibly hope to achieve. Like it's very obvious the influence of Ric Flair, you know what I mean, with the robes,
Yeah.
the strut, the figure eight, finishing move, even the music, it being like a techno version of Ric Flair's song. Like all of those things. Even with all of that, though, Charlotte is still very much her own
Very,
thing. She has
yeah.
her own accolades, and she rarely even gets compared to Ric Flair anymore. They barely bring it up, and I don't
You
even
kind of
think Ric
forget
Flair-
about it.
Yeah, like I don't even think of Ric Flair when I think of Charlotte Flair. Like even with all those
Which is good.
similarities, like she's carved out enough of her own lane. Randy Orton is the same way. I don't think Cowboy Bob Orton. Like I don't think he's
He's one
Bob
of the
Orton's
best
son.
to have done it. Yeah. Yeah.
But Cody, I still very much think Dusty's son,
Yeah.
He always
Well, that's
tells you
because
about
Cody
it.
has made his whole personality being
That's the thing. And
Dusty.
AJ's son is at risk of doing that if that's what
Yeah.
he's going to be
Very,
doing.
like quicker than what Cody has done, I reckon. Just by
Yeah.
just by the way he presents himself alone. Wrong. Wrong.
wrong.
On that note,
on
shall
that
we end
note,
the show?
Can you tell the energy drink has
started to wear off.
I just
I'm like,
I went
my
like
coffee's
this.
empty, and I'm like, all right, well, you guys,
It's all right. So we're done. Did you get it all out? Do we feel better? I feel better. I feel
No,
more
I
released.
I do
You
feel
know what?
better.
Shout out to Al Creed. Please follow him on TikTok. That is one of our very good friends, and
Love him.
we just found out today that he is responsible for the viral, world famous picture of MJF and Joey Janela fighting in the parking lot, in that high school parking lot. We had no idea until today.
Oh my god.
Al
I
is the
missed
one who
that.
took that picture. Yeah, check the
I
chat.
haven't.
Check the
Yeah, I
chat.
have to check the chat. It's
Check
been
the
a
super
very long
secret
week
chat.
at work.
Oh,
But
go
yeah, he
Al.
posted it and showed the timestamp. He took that photo in 2017, posted it on his Facebook, and showed us the timestamp of it. And everyone in there was like, "Wait, we've all seen this picture. You were the one that took this?" And he was like, "Yeah, that was me." So please follow him on TikTok. He has wonderful edits and funny edits and just
Hmm.
cool Canada facts because that's one of our favorite Canadians. So I want to shout him out for sure because that was just a cool piece of trivia. We know
That
quasi
is
famous
awesome.
people. So
I know, right? Haha.
Um,
Thank
I,
you,
I
'cause I
also
didn't know
I
that.
also have one last thing to say.
Ooh.
Protect trans kids.
Hmm? Yes. Protect all of them.
All of them.
Hmm.
oh yeah,
Oh,
100%.
and I would also like to
100%.
add on to that Black Americans don't commit suicide by hanging themselves from trees.
No, no,
No, we
no, no,
don't.
no. And fuck my city for
No.
ignoring shit like that right now. So
There's a lot of shit being ignored and covered
Yeah.
up right before our eyes right now, and that cannot happen. That cannot happen. That can't stop it. Stop it.
We
Stop it.
definitely don't. Statistically, yeah, that is the least likely way that we're gonna go out. So, yeah,
Okay.
don't ever believe that shit.
I I don't
Never
understand
Yeah,
believe
thank you,
that.
Max.
how people do believe that shit because to me I'm like
It makes it easier for them.
that's
And it
true.
means they
People
don't have to
love to
do
be
anything.
willfully ignorant.
They do. They don't want to disrupt their relationships with the people they have around them. They
Yeah.
would just
Well,
rather innocent people get murdered in front of them.
yeah, I guess
Hmm.
that's funny.
So,
But
Allow it to happen.
black people can't swim. That's not true. We can swim. However, we probably swim 10 or 11 miles from now to men,
No.
and I
but
just want to
I was
put
gonna
that out there
No.
as
yeah.
well.
Leave their phone with their friends.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that everyone does that. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone does
Yeah,
that.
a teenager. I'm an adult and I don't leave my phone somewhere because like it's how I would
No.
get in touch with someone if
You
I
know, especially if everyone else
Mm.
has their phone and you're the only one that
everyone with
Everyone
their
has it.
else.
phone.
Like that's weird.
A little
Isn't
weird.
that
Weird.
weird? Isn't that a bit weird?
Yeah. So
Isn't it a bit non-logical of life? We're getting fired up
a little
now and
bit.
we've all run out of our
Yeah.
caffeine.
Oh
So
God, we're fired up again.
I just feel like we need that needed to be said, okay? Because
I
Does.
have one last thing. Fuck J.K. Rowling.
oh
Yeah.
fuck her.
Oh yeah.
Fuck her up her tight moldy asshole. Okay, and
Oh
now I've
yeah.
just completely ruined our
And
algorithm.
and 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 FDT.
Yes. Yes. Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. I'm with that.
Yes. Yes.
That's a good note to close on.
That is.
You're welcome.
Mwah. 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 I have been Bex. This has been Books. Once again, we're not the same person. And this is
Not the same.
Shane. He's also not the same person.
No.
Okay?
I know it's
Because apparently
confusing
we
looking at us, but you
It's
know.
very,
I
very
know it's
confusing.
really confusing, especially with all of us lined up together. That must be really hard. But we tried to make ourselves as clear as possible so you could see the differences. But we're not the same person. But thank you for coming to our show. Thank you, Shane, for joining us. He is
Yes,
amazing.
Thank you for
As
having me.
always, he helps us put this
this
together,
is
and I
gonna
just
be
talked
fun
over everything
editing
he
for
just
him.
said. I'm shushing now. Now you can talk.
Oh, I said it's gonna be super fun for him to edit himself.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Plug your shit, Shane, before we go. Not your actual shit. but
Check
your
out the newest
creative.
interview that I'm dropping, or has probably already come out now with
Mm.
King Kami, another rap artist. Definitely check out everything on Ethos Media Network. I do
Mm.
a nightly, well, I do a stream 2 nights a week called The Night Shift on Mondays and on Saturdays. So join me there for just some cool news, articles. You get my opinion. We just kind of hang out for an hour. And yeah, really just check out all the interviews that we've been
Mm.
dropping. Follow me on TikTok. That's where all the discussion tends to happen about the videos. So, if you feel like arguing with some racists, feel free to follow us on TikTok
Love
at
doing
Ethos
it.
Media Network.
Yes.
On
It's a fun
Instagram
time.
as well at Ethos Media Network. And you can follow me personally at Shane_Ethos everywhere.
Woo! And our wonderful Books is also quite the regular on another show that some of you may be
Yes.
familiar with.
I'll be on there tomorrow. Well,
Yes.
not tomorrow when this comes out, but tomorrow,
No.
like
Tomorrow,
filming
tomorrow.
As
tomorrow.
of
Like the actual
recording,
tomorrow.
right?
Yes.
The actual tomorrow.
And I sit
But
down, shut up, mark out, and go check out Jobber Underground.
Yes.
yes.
Sickos Club has been rebranded as
Oh yeah, we
Jobbers
never really
Underground.
discussed that. Yeah, so go check
Well,
out
because
Jobbers
no,
Underground.
we haven't really.
We haven't really. So
We're
there you go.
we're still a little work in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know
The
who
little
all's
turtle that
affiliated
could.
with everybody. You know the network.
Yeah,
Some
you
folks.
you know us.
You know. You all know. Yeah. We're all basically the same person.
You get it.
I had to send a photo for Jobber Underground yesterday. So
Oh, I
Us,
love that.
Blade,
nope.
Professor, Kurt, we're all the same.
The whole
We're
squad.
all the same. Yeah, in that case, we are all the same.
Yeah, all the same. But it's only when we're all together. Then you fuck.
Skewered.
So
All of us,
yeah. This is why some of us have to stay down here, or else,
The Timcast, just shout everybody out,
everyone. Roll call, everyone. Love you all. You all know who you are. Thank you for joining us in this trios rant. Intergender
Oh, we
trios
are the
champions
trios.
right here. Yeah. First intergender trios champions right here, people. Fucking A. We'll have our wrestling name soon. But until then, we're going to be bidding you adieu and because it's a new bang. Yes, it
It's
is.
a cleaner bang.
Guns up. Why is that's just dirty?
He's a cleaner right now.
Is it? I thought it was
The cleaner
dirty if I go
bang.
like that.
He's a cleaner, and he's begging. All right.
Yeah,
Did you
we're going.
see him last night?